We've been lied to. We were told that more hours equals better grades, that if you just grind harder, drink more caffeine, and pull more all-nighters, you'll eventually succeed. But in reality, the hustle culture of studying is a trap. You're working 10 hours a day but only moving the needle by 10%. Meanwhile, that one person in your class who barely seems to stress is getting straight A's. Are they a genius? Maybe, but more likely they've mastered a secret that most students ignore. Today, I'm going to show you how to use the Pareto Principle to cut your study time in half and actually get better results. Stop being a hard worker. Start being a strategic learner. In the early 1900s, an economist named Vilfredo Pareto noticed that 80% of the land in Italy was owned by only 20% of the population. Since then, we've realized this 80-20 rule applies to almost everything. 80% of a company's sales come from 20% of its customers. 80% of your phone usage comes from 20% of your apps. And in school, 80% of your exam marks come from just 20% of the material. Most students spend 100% of their energy trying to memorize 100% of the book. That's a waste. The smart student identifies the vital few, the core concepts that carry the most weight, and masters them, while everyone else is drowning in the trivial many. Cannot 80-20 your studies if you start on page 1 of the textbook. Page 1 is for the hard studiers. For the smart studiers, we start with the audit. Look at 3 things. The syllabus. What does the professor actually want you to know? If it's listed under learning objectives, that's your 20%. Past exam papers. This is the ultimate cheat code. If a concept has appeared in the last 3 years of exams, it's not just a topic, it's a guaranteed win. The professor's clues. Did the professor spend 30 minutes on one slide and 30 seconds on another? The 30-minute slide is your 20%. Once you've identified that 20% of core material, how do you study it? Most people highlight. Stop. Highlighting. It does nothing. It's a passive activity that creates an illusion of competence. In the U.S., the highest-performing medical and law students use active recall. Instead of reading a paragraph 5 times, read it once, close the book, and try to explain it out loud or write it down from memory. This forces your brain to retrieve information, which strengthens the neural pathways. It's harder, yes, but 20 minutes of active recall is more effective than 2 hours of reading. That is 80-20 in action. If you want to know if you've truly mastered the vital 20%, use the Feynman technique. Named after physicist Richard Feynman, it's simple. Try to explain the concept to a 10-year-old. If you use big words or get stuck in the middle, you don't understand it. You're just memorizing jargon. When you can simplify a complex topic into its core components, you've reached God mode focus. You no longer need the textbook because the logic is now part of your brain. Studying smarter isn't about being lazy. It's about being effective. When you stop wasting time on the 80% filler, you suddenly have time to sleep, to go to the gym, or to work on your own projects. If you're tired of the grind and ready to be strategic, comment the word strategic below. I want to see who's actually ready to change their habits. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more science-backed ways to level up your life. I'll stop watching YouTube and go 80-20 your most important task. I'll see you in the next one.
Go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss out.